Hello and welcome back for the second session. So, in the last session, we completed the three celestial bodies uh, Earth, Sun, and Moon. So, now if you can see Sun, it is very much solid in shape and it's looking like a 2D object. So, what we can do is we can give a little bit of bumpy effect in this and maybe increase the intensity of this. So, we'll select the Sun object and go to attribute editor. In attribute editor, in Lambert, there's ambient color option over here. Double click on this color bar and you can select a little bit yellowish color. I'll give the value, yeah, and click on done. So I have given a value little bit yellowish in color, so this is more brighter. Now below this there's an option of bump mapping. So what this will do, it will give a little bit bumpy effect in the sun. In front of bump map there is a checker box. Click on this checker box and click on fractals option. Once this fractals option is clicked, you can see this a bumpy effect coming to your sphere, the sun object. So in this we can change the ratio to 0.7 and level minimum maybe 7, and this is fine. Okay, now select the object again and there is special effects option over here. In the special effect, glow intensity is 0.00. You can give the value 0.1 and done. So this is a little bit glow when you will render this image. So now going back to Earth. Now we know that Earth is a little bit tilted. It's not exactly at the 90 degree. So go to channel box and in rotate Z, give the value 23.5 degrees. So this is tilted. This is a little bit, we can lessen it to 23.4. I think that's fine. Yeah. Now we will start rotating Earth around this axis. So to do that, there's this time slider. In the time slider, at the end of time slider, there's this option where you can set the current time. For example, I want to set the correct time as 50. So if you press 50, you can see, you can see the value at 50. And this is set the end time of the animation. I have set it to 7300 and this is what you want to view in the playback range. So I'll give it 7300 again. So now bring your animation bar to 1 and in rotate Y give the value 0, and where the rotate Y is written, right click on this written part and click on key selected. So you have keyed at first frame with the 0 value. Now let me come to 20th frame and I've written the value 20, give the value 360 in rotate Y, and where the rotate Y is written, right click on it and click on key selected. So we have two keys right now, one at 1 that is at 0 and one is at 20 that is 360. So if you can rotate, you can see drag and see your Earth is rotating, but after this it won't rotate. There's a play option over here. So you can see because we have only animated from 0 to 20 frame, it won't animate after that. So to animate it till infinity, what we have to do is select the Earth object, go to Windows, General Animation Editor and Graph Editor. So in this, you can see the graph at first frame and 20th frame. Select both the curves and go to linear tangent. Once it is linear tangent, it will slowly start. It will start at the same speed and it will end with the same speed. But we want it till infinity, so go to curves, post infinity and cycle. So this will cycle our animation what we have done. So now if I play, you can see it is continuously rotating till infinity. So once this is done, now we have to create Earth's orbit. Go to curves, even polymodeling, go to curves. In the curves, you have the first option of NURB circle. Click on NURB circle and give the value in inputs. Radius will be 2000 and sections will be 32 to make it more smoother. And in translate X, you can give the value -150. And because this is not exactly oval in shape, so scale Z I can give 0.9 to make it a little bit oval and elliptical in shape. This is how it will look like. And you can name it as Earth's orbit. Now select your Earth and group it. To group your object, you have to press Ctrl G. Press Ctrl G and your Earth is grouped properly. Now in this, over here, it's written group 1. So you can name it as Earth group. Now by default, when you group an object, its center is at the center of the grid. So to bring the center to the center of the object, what you have to do is select the group. To select the group, press up arrow key on your keyboard, select the Earth and press up arrow key and your group is selected. And then go to modify and click on center pivot. So your group center is now at the center of the Earth. So once your group is selected, you have applied the center pivot. Now hold your shift and select your Earth's orbit. So you have two objects selected now, Earth group and your Earth's orbit. Now in your menu, below your menu bar, there is an option of modeling, rigging and animation. Click on animation and over here in the menu bar, go to constraint. In constraint, there is an option of motion path attached to motion path. Now in this, there is an option box. Click on this option box and a window will pop up. In this, the time range is given time slider. So for us, we have given 7,300. So you can give the value 7,300. The front axis will be Z, up axis will be Y, and click on apply and close. Now if you can see, our Earth is attached to the motion Earth's orbit, and if I play this, it will start rotating. Let me focus and show you. Okay, it is rotating around the sun on this particular orbit. This brings end to our session 1, and try to make moon's orbit on your own, and let's see whether you can create it or not, and we'll meet in the next session. Thank you.